I look at the Greens' inheritance tax. It's completely wrong.
Do the Greens want higher or lower migration?
I think more people coming to this country is a good thing.
This is the reason why Australia has a rental crisis.
Authorised by Sandra Burke, Advance Australia, Canberra.
We are rich, rich, not regular rich, but data rich.
Send data to my kids, got them doing chores for gigs. Building my data dynasty, I'm a data big wig.
Join the data rich. Bank and share your unused mobile data each month with Belong.
Tonight, laid to rest, world leaders gather to pay homage to Francis, the grand send-off for the People's Pope. Developing now, police dealing with scenes of carnage after a car ploughs through a street festival in Canada. Witnesses report bodies everywhere. Medicare and crime, the leaders draw the battle lines for the final week of the election campaign as they prepare for tonight's final showdown on 7. Pitch perfect, exclusive details, work underway to repair the damaged playing surface at Suncorp. Will it be ready in time to cope with Magic Round? What do you do if you find a stranger in your pool? Your rights when dealing with trespassers. And giving Australia that holiday feeling, the new Queensland tourism campaign that borrows from one of...
The final showdown is on 7. Albanese versus Dutton. Mark Riley cuts through the spin.
The most crucial hour of their political lives.
Then 7 News Spotlight, where voters decide the winner. The final leadership showdown. Tonight on 7.
Tonight in 7 News Flashback, we turn the tables on the Gold Coast Bulletin as it makes an impressive headline of its own. It's celebrating 140 years of sharing every colourful moment of the city's history, from humble fishing village to boomtown.
That's some kind of feeling. Gonna fall in love with you.
The glitter strip burst onto the scene in the 1950s when the sun, surf and all those bikini girls became marketing gold.
And the cheekiest place for tabloids in Australia back then was the Gold Coast.
But well before the meter maids, the city's golden days were being recorded right here. Feisty Irishman Patrick Joseph McNamara started the Southern Queensland Bulletin back in 1885 out of a tiny fishing village, population 220.
It was out of a little wooden shed on Lawson Street in Southport. Now it's a 24-hour-a-day operation with a website.
Still in Southport, in a city on its way to 1 million, times have certainly changed.
$48,000.
That's how much a block of land would set you back at Gavin in the mid-90s. Even in black and white, the paper has always been full of colour.
The Gold Coast so often is dismissed as a place which has no culture, that has no history, but we do. It's rich, it's fascinating, it's very funny actually.
The good, the bad, the bikini, often making the front page. In fact, since its birth in the tourist town, the bikini's almost been a staple.
All the southerners and the Wowsers all complained how immodest it all was, you know. And as a teenager, I thought it was the best thing that ever happened.
It's what convinced Bob Gordon to become editor in the 90s.
Did I want to go to London or New York? I said I want the Gold Coast. That was the heyday, you know, the magic time.
They've pulled a lot of cheeky stories out of the hat over the years, from brothels on Hooker Boulevard to a Gold Coast hook in the moon landing.
It was proposed that perhaps some of the titanium used to build the lunar module that landed on the moon may have come from the Gold Coast.
Perhaps a giant leap, but as we skyrocket into this digital age, where does the Bulletin land?
I know a lot of people still love to have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea with their weekend newspaper. But of course you can now read the paper online or through using an app.
More people than ever were reading and clicking on news during Cyclone Alfred.
We saw our online consumption absolutely skyrocket.
As they cut the cake on 140 years, one wish.
I hope newspapers never, on paper, never die, but I suspect they probably got maybe 15, 20 years left. I hope I'm wrong. I hope they go forever.
Me too. Weather now, Michelle. What a day.
Sam, can you believe